What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Power. This is season 6, episode 3. Forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they forgot. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do that. Because I was about to go in there. Y'all know what song I was about to do. Okay, motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. But anyway, so first of all, before we get started in this episode, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Because we did it. We have officially conquered 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent is one of the biggest cyber petty bullies, trolls out there, and we trolled the fuck out of him to get him to change this theme song back. Our nigga Joe is back. Now Joe, drop a single, okay? That's what you need to do. We all been here for you or whatever, so drop that single so you can go ahead and ride this momentum, okay? So congratulations, the GOAT is gone. We didn't want to hear no Billy Go Gruff on here, and we didn't hear that this week, so that's all to the good. But let's just get into this episode. So the episode starts off with them being in a safe house. We pick up, of course, this is about Dre. They getting ready to transport him because he's about to go the next day and testify against the Jimenez. Okay, now Dre is on edge at this point. He worried about the baby. The baby keep on crying. He's worried about the fact that Angela Valdez, the person who got him into this witness protection and doing all this deal or whatever with him for the Jimenez, is dead. He don't know the significance around her death. He don't know how it happened. And he thinking in his mind, I'm pretty sure that the Jimenez did it. And that's not the case. Donovan take the baby like, girl, you up here, you're not rocking her right or whatever, and all this stuff. And next thing you know, Donovan is in there talking to Dre, trying to get him to calm the fuck down and tell him where he gonna be at. And Donovan sees somebody walk past the door, a shadow figure. And he like, hold up. Everybody gets on their P's and Q's, okay? Everybody gets on their toes. They ready, gun ready, and all that stuff. And then dudes just come in and start blasting. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, they get him down, but he done took out a couple of people. Another one come in with a little machine gun. Just come on out there. Pop, 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 pop. He's just doing all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Everybody either getting killed or they getting injured. And then Donovan, at one point, he was holding the baby. He do get shot, like right here in the shoulder, whatever. But he's still shooting, and he's shooting people or whatever. So he come through, he shoot old boy, and it's all to the good. The whole time, Dre trying to get a gun. He was like, "No, bitch, you're not gonna get no gun. Okay, that's not what it is. Okay." And so at this point, when that happened, he gives the baby back to Dre, and he see another person come in, and they had. Thank God the baby was quiet this time. I said, girl, that's all that it took for you to be quiet. You needed to hear a little noise, and so you could be quiet. But okay. So at this point, Donovan throws his phone out there to distract him, to get him to come over there to him. And so he shoots him because old boy was going through the house shooting everybody that was still alive. If they was injured, but they were still alive, he killed them. And so Donovan wound up shooting them. And at this point, Donovan told Dre, get in the tub with your baby because we don't know if anybody else coming back. And Donovan is injured. He's trying to call it in and everything. And he's sinking down onto the floor. You can tell that he's getting weak. He done dropped his gun on the floor. Dre, instead of going into the bathroom to get in the tub, he goes over there to old boy that just got shot, picks his gun up, go over there to Donovan. And Donovan was like, yo, bro, what you doing? I just saved your ass. He was like, so what? Ain't nobody tell you to do that. And shot him. I said, you know what? You know what, Dre, you gotta go. Okay, at this point, you really have to go. You just gotta die because Donovan was the only one that we actually could stand as this USD. What was it? AUS. You know what I'm saying? The FBI, whatever the fuck it is that they was doing. Back at the office. Warner up there talking to Sax like, Donovan dead and all this stuff, and Dre gone. And so, this gonna be on your ass or whatever because this happened and we still need to, who did you tell? And they trying to figure out, for some reason, they keep on trying to make it seem as if this has something to do with James, okay? James didn't do this, all right? This is the Jimenez. The Jimenez did this whole shit. And it was like, did you tell his baby mama? Dre was like, did they check? Did you tell his baby mama that, where you was gonna be at? She was like, no, and all this stuff. And it was like, well, the only person that I ever knew about, the reason why he knew that Dre was in custody was when he heard about Steve. at the funeral. Steve, Angela's old dip, told him that information. Okay, he never said the name, but he figured it out at that moment that the person that they had that's going to be willing to testify was Dre. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, this is a mess. Dre thinking he going to get away. They called his ass up in the train station or wherever the fuck he was. Okay, like an airport or something. I don't know. They caught him, okay, bringing him in and basically telling him, listen, you going to testify. That's it. They had a little sit down with Alicia Jimenez, trying to, get her to say that she was the one that put the hit out. Mama ain't finna flip, okay? Mama don't give a fuck. Dre about to be dead, okay? If somebody in the streets don't get him, Dre about the Jimenez gonna get him. And like he said, no matter if I'm in Nebraska or whatever, they gonna find me. Yeah, at this point, because he didn't want to testify, and Sack said, you gonna testify. I said, all right. So, what else wound up happening? Baby, listen, Tate. Tate. Tate is out here fucking some girl, and he gets a call from the DNC, the chairman of the DNC. They like his work and everything. They had asked questions about James and all this stuff, and go back to the office. This girl, Ramona Garrity, comes up in there, and she just like, you're fired. This person, your service is no longer needed, okay? I said, wait a minute. Then you see the girl that he was messing around with in the office, and I said, oh, is that your little deal? Baby, come to find out, that's old boy that he punched out, his little assistant or whatever. That's his woman. Mind you, she was supposed to be going on a jog or something early that morning, and instead of doing that, she out here fucking with Tate. I said, bitch, this is something. Ramona want to know something about Ghost, okay, who the fuck is James and all this stuff. James come up in there trying to put his foot down. What's going on with the Child's Bridge project or whatever? It's not being built. You said it's supposed to start building. I don't even see a bulldozer out there. And he was basically like, well, we lost money, okay? We don't have money at this point in time, and that woman right there, we trying to work with her, whatever. The DNC want me to win, so we got to do things the way that they want to do things. Baby, when he was trying to explain all this stuff, Tate is over James at this point. And I would have been over him too, okay? And I think they gonna wind up taking each other. I think Ghost gonna wind up killing Tate, okay? Somebody gonna wind up doing something to someone of them. And when he told him, you gotta be basically in the shadows, okay? She don't need to know nothing about you. They don't need to know nothing about you. And at this point, when he told him to leave, Ghost was about to go out that front door, the main door to his office. He said, you go out the back. I said, hold up. I would have been offended as hell. Okay? And then at this point, we got this whole scene with Tasha and Tommy. So, I forgot to mention when Tommy pulled up. When Tommy pulled up at that funeral, baby. And when Ghost said, you knew about this? And Tasha was like, yup. I was like, bitch. That took me out. But, they sit in a new car talking about everything that's going on. Because he had took Lakeisha with him to the little drug spot with the boys, and like they said, it's trouble always happen when it's a bitch involved. Never to bring the woman with you and all that stuff. Lakeisha got out the car looking like a bad bitch. I ain't even gonna lie, she looked like a trap queen. That's what she looked like. All that she want to do. And I'm just sitting here like, she asking all these questions. I'm just saying, this life ain't for her. This life is not for her. Tommy get the money. He telling her, I buy these oxy pills for $3. Okay, $3 a pill. And then I sell it to my distro, my Primos, whatever, for $10. They sell it on the street for $20, and then we make the profit and all this stuff. Okay, he go look in the back room and look at all the money that they got, and the problem is, it's so much money, he needs to find a place to wash it. So this is where Tasha comes in. They had their little, daily or weekly talks or whatever, smoking weed and trying to discuss how they gonna do this. And he was like, if, working back at the club, that was easier to wash the money. But now we got this issue of how to do this, and now you gonna have to get Lakeisha to let you watch the money through her shop. And it was like, that bitch don't fuck with me. And I said, Tommy, you gonna have to come up with something else, okay? Because, or you gonna have to put the dick down on her and let her know, because Lakeisha gotta go. That's all that I gotta say. Lakeisha gotta go. And let me comment on something. I forgot to put out there, we saw little Yaz last week too, okay? She comes out like every 3 years, so this is her final appearance or whatever. And they was at the new apartment. I said, this a nice looking apartment, Tasha. Nice view and everything. But why that old ass refrigerator was back there like that? I said, that shit looks so out of place compared to everything that was there. But anyway, I said, Lakeisha is going to be a problem. Please take her out. Please stop trying to force her on us at this point. Like, she's not ready for this life. She really not. And then Sax ass out here fucking with Proctor's wife. They doing their little thing together, listening in, because remember that little unicorn thing that she put on her daughter's purse, backpack. Girl, she like, this illegal, we can get arrested. He was like, shut up, girl, I know what I'm doing. I said, okay, girl, you just got back into the into good society, I guess, and now you finna fuck it up fucking with this man, because if he go down, you gonna go down too. Tommy get a text from Jason. He go meet up with Jason, and basically Jason is like, you didn't come through on the main thing that I wanted you to do, and that's to get Alicia Jimenez. He trying to get those ports, okay? And if Alicia Jimenez still, in the play, it's gonna be a war if she go to jail and all this stuff or whatever, and it's gonna make it so much more harder for him to get those ports, okay? Then as he was talking about that, he was like, what you wanted me to do? I don't have any women hitters up in the jail cells, the max, okay, in jail. And so when Jason was up there talking, he looking at us in the camera, he's facing us in the camera. He turns back around and it's Ghost sitting there. Now see, Jason is playing these two to do his dirty work, and then I feel as though he gonna try to take them two out. He's using them up, and don't have them realizing that he has them doing the same thing to each other, okay? And then once he finished them having them do his dirty work plus getting their money out of him, he's gonna at least kill or try to take out Ghost, because at this point Ghost would be nothing to him, But he want Ghost to take her out. He was like, listen, I told you I ain't in this drug game. I'm a legitimate business. And first of all, how am I going to get somebody out of Supermax? Okay, that's Supermax. Well, she's on her way to the trial. That's the way you can get her. Now, you want to do this, I take off one of the payments that you owe me or whatever, because I know you hurting for money. But this is what you have to do. And my number one rule is you always have to repay your debt. I said, boy, this don't make no sense, okay? Reek over there at school, flossing his stuff that he got, and Tommy Jr. there just looking stupid braiding. And Tasha Jr., she come up in there, what's her name? Is her name Zoe? Girl, I figured out. It's right at the tip of my tongue. But Tasha Jr. come up in there, and she ain't here for the shit. She basically saying, you really need to do better, okay? Instead of just, flossing and trying to make it seem like you rich or whatever, and bringing attention onto yourself just because we go to a rich school. Did you hear when Braden said, I mean, my parents, they not rich, but I mean, they all together, they make like $400,000 a year together. So they're not really, I said, bitch, $400,000 a year. Girl, if you don't shut up, Braden, okay, hush, just hush. And then, she was just basically telling him, you don't need to be out here spending all your money on this stuff, flossing and shit like that. I said he need her by his side, because he gonna run through his shit. All right. You think you know it all? This girl is gonna try to tell you to invest your money or do whatever. I said, I like little Tasha Jr. She said, well, bitch, I'm here because we need some more pills. Okay. So he said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the city, go re-up. Mistake number one, little girl made though. She said, who your connect? And like he said, you don't never ask that, because I'm not going to tell you. So why ask it? I was like, girl, calm down. Just sell the product, okay? Be the pretty face and sell the product. But, all this stuff going on, and Tasha go pick up Yas. Okay, we see Yas again. Tasha go pick up Yas from the mama. Mama said it's one thing that you had me to babysit this girl, then the next thing you gonna come in and you smell like weed. Little Yas hugging her. She was like, "Mommy, you smell funny." And then Tasha looking at the fact that all these kids are there, and she was like, "Well, since I'm babysitting my grandkids, I might as well help out some ladies in the neighborhood." So that's what it is. And then one of the ladies come and pick up her child, and she's paying Tasha's mom. So Tasha, it looked like Tasha, the way that she looked, it looked like she got a little idea or whatever. And so at this point, Tasha and Yas and Tariq are having dinner at her little apartment. Which is a big. I said, look at the stove too. That old stove. I said, Tasha, where y'all staying at? All right, you went from being in this penthouse to being in this. Girl, okay, I take it, but for a person like her, I guess this is a little bit of a fall coming from where she from. Okay, I went Mandy, and the whole time, Tariq trying to, she was trying to say, why you didn't tell me that you was coming in, all that stuff that's going on between your father and Tommy. I wanted you to lay low and all this shit or whatever. He was like, well, I just need to come in and I'm staying the night. Where I'm gonna sleep at? Well, yes, it's going over there with her daddy. You can sleep up in her room. Her bed too small. Well, we can get the air mattress. It leaks and deflates or whatever. Okay, well, you can sleep on the couch. Man, I ain't sleeping on no couch. I said, Tasha, you did a little bit way too fucking much. Bitch, if you not paying the bills here, you ain't got no say as to what, okay? You want to sleep on some plush accommodations, you take your ass out there since you making money yourself and you go buy a bed and you go fix it up. That's what you do, okay, Reek, since it's not up to your standards, all right? We not at the penthouse no more, okay? Bitch, you sleeping on a fucking twin size bed at Choke, okay? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. All right. He was like, well, Tasha said money tight. Okay. And it was like, for real, Ghost ain't helping you or whatever. He put a stack of money on the table and she was like, where the fuck you get this money from? And he came up with a quick lie, said, well, Kanan left it to me. She said, get this shit off. Get that shit off. He not that bad of a person if you get to know him. She was like, bitch, I know him all my life. Okay. You don't know him. That's what it is. You don't know him. And I'm just like, oh, this boy is going to just give us a time. But for some reason, I'm kind of interested in to see little Tyreek's little rise and see how far he's going to go. I really am now. Like, he's not necessarily pissing me off as much as he pissed me off last season. Because that season, baby, I think one of his last lines when he told Ghost, teach me the motherfucking game, Ghost. I said, hold up. That stuck with me. That stuck with me, and that will forever be with me because I said that was the time Ghost should have put his foot down and really fucked his ass up. But he ain't want to do it in front of all them people. You know what I'm saying? Because they'd call CPS and call the cops or whatever, And I was just like, I wouldn't have cared. I would have risked it. Excuse me? Who the fuck you talking to, little boy? Then Ghost come up in there trying to tell Tasha that, he not gonna be able to take Yas. And she's in her feelings about that. And he gets in his feelings because Tasha didn't tell him that Tariq was there. And, they going back and forth about the accommodations and all this stuff. She was like, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. Well, since I can't be good enough for both of y'all, you take your damn son and you go down to your penthouse with him, okay? And she just left out, because she was like, I don't have to tell you what's going on in my place. Well, you got my daughter here and you got my kids here, so therefore you do have to. I said, boy, calm down. Calm down, okay? Then we get back at the the district office. Sax, here come Blanca. I'm so sorry to hear about what happened to Donovan. He got a family too, what's going on with this whole thing about this Alicia from Jimenez? And, do you really think that Jensen Patrick has something to do with it? He really don't think like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting here like, you know what, girl? Sax is pissing me off because it's really, at this point, it's really Sax that's pushing for it to be James to be connected into all of this. He is thinking like, why was this a secret about Dre? What deal and why did Angela pull this deal with Dre to put him in witness protection about the Jimenez, and because Tamika didn't know nothing about it. They trying to see if James had something to do with it. And then Blanca was like, no, they said that basically the testimony that, he would have made. I think it was either Sachs that said that the testimony that Dre would have made would have showed that James had nothing to do with it, and it was Jimenez, Alicia and them that had something to do with the Lobos hit and all this stuff, and that would have, put James in the clear and all this. And at the end of the day, they don't know where to go. But at this point, their prime target is trying to get Ghost down, because they want to put Ghost as the reason for everything. And then, the way Blanca tried to fix it was like, if she was sleeping with Steve, and if everybody know this, maybe they all were working together, and she never was going to flip on Ghost. So he never did do it. And Sax don't want to look at that possibility that Ghost wasn't the one that killed Angela, even though he wasn't the one that killed Angela. I said, Zach, calm down. So Tariq is over there at James' house, right? And basically, he trying to tell him, you know what? I thought your uncle was dead, but kind of find out he not. And here go Tariq. If my tongue look a little, I just had some Cheetos, sorry. But little cheat snack or whatever. But so I apologize. Cheetos. But anyway, he was just like, girl, your uncle is just gone. I thought he was gone, but he not. Here go Tariq. Oh, how? I thought he said he was dead. Bitch, Ghost said, how the fuck you knew? Okay, he was just like, how long you know? Because the way that Tariq, you got to be a better actor than this, okay? If you're going to be pulling off this stuff against your daddy and playing these two sides or whatever, being a double agent up in this piece, you're going to have to work on your acting skills and your facial expression, because your daddy caught on real quick. He said, how long you fucking knew that he wasn't dead? He was like, listen, your uncle is going through some bullshit. We doing some stuff, and I can't trust that bruh. I can't trust him. And if you over there with him, I can't trust you either. Here go Tariq. It's okay, Dad. You can trust me. He go over there and give him a hug and smile in the back. I said, no, Tariq, you doing too much. You doing too much, but I'm intrigued, okay? I'm intrigued at the fact that I just want to see what type of plan he got in store for his own father, okay? And how he gonna try to take him down. Because I feel like Tariq is aiming to take his spot. Like, he trying to be the new Ghost Jr. And, it's just like, boy, I hope you do it right, okay? And I hope the shit just don't backfire on your ass. Moving on from that, he had to go into Raina's room to go get his drugs, and it's only a little supply. And when he get back to the school, he telling them that, his supplier had a big EDM fest or whatever. And that's why, he got to go get his little surplus. That's why he can only give us this right now. And later on, he do have a little conversation with Effie. That's her name. Effie, we all got pain, Effie, okay? And, they had their little... Tariq is the man, I guess. He had little people up in the room. Effie come up in there, and he was like, you motherfuckers gotta go. Brayden was like, wait a minute, this my room too. I don't give a fuck, bitch. This my shit right now, okay? You motherfuckers gotta go, okay? So Effie and him start playing chess, and I was like, oh. Like, I'm interested into this young love, but then again, it's Tariq, and it's like, I'm still a bit interested or whatever. Maybe she'll be like the cool head that he needs, that good conscience, but that's somewhat bad. You know what I'm saying? She not necessarily a bad person, but bad in the sense that she's selling these drugs and making money off of it. But she needed, times is hard. They commiserating with each other. They coming to terms to the fact that they got some things in common. She lost her brother to some dumb shit, some robbery or whatever. He lost his sister. He fell along and all this stuff. We was born together. We went everywhere together. Ever since she passed away, it's like, I feel so alone. She was like, well, you don't have to be alone, because I'm here. I said, no, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. And they was like, yes, we are. Yes, we are. I said, they cute together, though. They cute together. But moving on from that, I really need to know what it is, Jason. What do y'all think Jason is trying to do? Okay? Because at this point, it's like, are you really, I know I said earlier, maybe he trying to get them to take each other out, or he gonna using them to do his dirty work, and then he gonna take Ghost and Tommy out. But at this point, it's like, is that really the plan? Because you literally got Ghost and Tommy doing the same thing without them knowing what's going on. He both telling them, I need y'all to take out Alicia Jimenez, okay? And they're both going about it in two different ways, okay? And it's like I'm not connecting what he's trying to do, because on the one hand you're getting money from both of them, and one necessarily, Tommy, is more beneficial to your business because he's out here distributing your drugs and your product or whatever. And so at this point it's like Ghost is giving you an extra $100,000 every 2 weeks, and how long you gonna have him doing that? That's still money coming in, money coming in. If I'm looking at it from a business mind, I will keep Ghost alive and Tommy alive because they both making me money at this point. Okay, but it's like, what's gonna happen with this? What are you trying to aim for? Do you really want Ghost back in the game and want him to be your distro and not Tommy? Because Ghost is the smarter person. You know what I'm saying? Between Tommy and Ghost, And it's like, are you gonna try to get rid of Tommy and put Ghost in play, or are you trying to get rid of both of them? Like, I'm confused as to what's gonna happen between them two, because at this moment, Ghost, he meets up with Proctor. Proctor comes in and he's telling him, I need to know the information about where Alicia Jimenez is going to be at. I need to know all this. Proctor not having it, okay? But basically Ghost threatened his ass, and he going to try to get that information from him. He went the Ghost route. Tommy, on the other hand, went the Tommy route. He went over there to Proctor's house. Mind you, Proctor sitting down there doing homework and stuff with his daughter, okay? And when Tommy came in, he said, go upstairs to your room or whatever. The daughter went upstairs and came back. Before she could even come back, fully go up the steps, she turned back around and she got that backpack. That you noticed that, okay? So I'm not sure if they really picked up anything that was said between them, because that would have been fucked up, okay? The show would have been over with. I feel as though, Sax would have took that shit and ran, because she took the backpack upstairs, so I don't think it can carry all the way down there. And Tommy basically told him, you going to tell me where Alicia is, we going to go up in there and get him, or I'm going to kill your ass. That's basically what it is. He threatened him, do what he had to do. He was like, nigga, I ain't asking, I'm telling. All right? Both of them putting Proctor in a pickle. And at this point, I'm kind of scared for Proctor, because I don't know if he's going to make it to the end of this season. Do y'all think he's going to make it to the end of this season? Then we have James going, he's at his, club, and Ramona picks up, comes there. Ramona looks like a younger version of, if you ever seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, the girl that Keenan Ivory Wayne's character went to the went to the club and picked up, and she kind of found out had all these disabilities, the fake hair, the fake leg, the fake boobs, and all that stuff. That episode of Living Single, just in case if you're a living single head, when Max got suspended from her job for giving that divorce advice to old girl, the prenup and everything, to the girl that was getting married, the one that was going to marry that girl, that's who she looked like, a younger version of her. And I never, the one that was fucking William on Girlfriends. The boss that William was messing with in the office. There you go. That's, some of y'all probably be like, oh, I know who you talking about now. Okay. But she looked like her. And they had little similarities or whatever. They both going through little scandals. We're both going on little scandals and all this stuff, because her husband couldn't keep his hands to himself, keep his penis in his pants or whatever. And so, he got a little scandal about his background, where he come from, and then the whole thing with the court system and that whole case, whatever. He said, I was found not guilty, I was falsely charged and all that stuff, and I had somebody that I loved and cared for on my side and all that shit. I said, who the fuck will? Girl, I'm sitting here like, uh-oh, these sparks flying between them. Now, mind you, when Tate is not here for Ghost at this point. I have a feeling like Tate probably going to try to take Ghost out, because every time he do something, he's trying to put Ghost further in the background. But Ghost somehow go around him and comes to the forefront. All right. And we see this in this episode when Tate told him about Ramona. Oh, you don't need to be seen. This person don't need to see you and all this stuff. But yeah, Ramona comes to him. Them two strike up a little deal. You see the chemistry between them. And then they having a meeting, and Ghost pops up. And Tate is just caught off guard at the fact that Ramona and Ghost, like Ramona and James, let's call them James in this sense. Ramona and James like clicking, and she want to work with him. She want Tasha to come on too, and show, have them still go out there and campaign for Tate's campaign and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, look at Tate. Tate is just, because he's not in control. And it's like he's taking a backseat to his own campaign. Baby, you are the puppet, okay? You are not in control of this. This ain't your thing, all right? The DNC chairman and all this other people, they're running the show. You're not. So they're putting their players in place. And James is coming out to be a viable player to them. And so Tasha had sat down with Tate and Ramona, and she was like, you cut the bullshit. What you want? What you want? You want me and James to play nice, to look good for your ass? Man, fuck out of here. Tasha ain't taking no shit these days, okay? Then you got Tommy over here trying to come up with this plan, how they're gonna go ahead and get Jimenez out, Alicia, when she go to transport, and the only way that she's alone is when she in the bathroom. They trying to figure out how they gonna get somebody in the bathroom. You got Graham and Flat Nose. Them two keep on going back and forth, ragging on each other. Tommy is over it. Like, y'all need to fix whatever problem that you need to do. Dead that shit. And it was like, so how we gonna get some Spanky? Like, how we gonna get somebody in that bathroom? How we gonna get her? Lakeisha come out the bathroom. Come from wherever she was at. And she was like, what y'all looking at? He was like, I got something that I need you to do. I said, Lord Jesus Christ. Lakeisha, you got one job. You got one job. You want to be a trap queen. You want to be a drug dealer girlfriend so damn bad. Don't fuck this shit up, okay? Let's see, can you actually do what you since you all up in this bitch, since you want to be Tasha, let's see if you can actually do it. Another thing, Tasha thinking a little bit, when she was looking at her mama getting that money from that lady, she was thinking like, she came to her mama with the idea, what if we open up a daycare because, you out here watching these people, kids or whatever, you don't have no permit. What if something happened? They can try to hit you up for money or whatever and all this stuff. Mama like, girl, retirement. You want us to start working because your ass up here, fucking around and trying to get divorced from your husband. I said, mama, get on my nerves, all right? So in order to do this stuff with Councilman Tate, she said, you want me to be out here playing like I'm goody two shoes with my husband or my soon to be ex-husband for the sake of you need to fast track these permits. You need to give me a little storefront or whatever and do all of what you need to do to give me this little daycare, and I need an independent business. That's exactly what you need to do, and then we got a deal. I said, that's what you better do, Tasha. Push your demands. You want me to do something, bitch? This is tit for tat. I do something for you, bitch. You do something for me. So we see Lakeisha come up the steps to the courthouse. This bitch went up the steps and turned back around. I said, bitch, take your ass back up there. You want to be gutter, you want to be down, you want to be a down ass, body and Clyde ass bitch, take your ass back up them damn steps, okay? So she do it, you know what I'm saying? We see Alicia Jimenez, she coming to the courthouse. Girl, they yanking her and all this stuff. I said, damn, I know the bitch is a bitch, but damn, y'all ain't got to be yanking on her and all that stuff like that. In her little pantsuit and everything. Mind you, Ghost is there, disguised himself as an electrician with a fucking baseball cap on. I said, really, Ghost? That's the only thing that you can come up with? Really? Now, see, in this sense, let me just say this. Now, I said, Tommy, Ghost be smarter than Tommy. But Tommy came up on top this time. I said, bitch, I never would have thought that you would have came through such a plan like this, and it would have fell through, like, so flawlessly. It went off without a hitch, okay? He had his connections, and he had one of the dudes that was working in the courthouse drug the water that Alicia was drinking, and so she caused her to have be sick and having to throw up or whatever. So they go check the bathroom. Lakeisha was in the bathroom, the one that said out of order. She was sitting up in there. She gave them to go ahead that Alicia was in there by herself, and then had his dudes come in there playing like they the paramedics, Spanky and Brim and them and all that, And so go see in the parking lot, see that Tommy is playing one of the paramedics too. Bitch, that shit went off flawless, okay? Fucking list. And then, Tommy brought Alicia to what's his name, Jason, and Jason killed that bitch because the bitch wouldn't give up her stuff. She said, I'm not finna give you nothing because the person that, you know, betrayed me is gonna betray your ass too. So just give me a cigarette, you know? And then Tommy was like, if you was just gonna kill a bitch right here, why did you have me go through all of this? He said, because I wanted to kill her myself. That's it, you know? And he want to know why you got ghosts out here, you know, doing the same thing, because Tommy saw ghosts. They both saw each other, okay? And he was just like, you know, I just wanted to see who was going to come up on top. And I was surprised that it was you. And thankfully it was you, to see if y'all little personal issue was going to get in the way. And I said, you know what? You can stop the bullshit, Jason. At this point in time, Tommy, you should know not to trust him. You should have been knew not to trust him, you know? And so, given that all this is over with and done for right now, he goes and he talks to Lakeisha. Lakeisha was like, oh my God, baby, I can't believe you did this. You know, we did that shit today. He was like, I mean, that's cool and all. It saved me a payment to Jason, but I need to really, you know, do something about this because I got to get this money to him. He got to clean the money. And he was like, I'm going to have to talk to Tasha. Oh, so you could talk to her so she can, you know, try to talk to me to run some clean money through my shop? No, you ain't got to do that. I do that shit myself. He was like, for real? Yeah, I know how it's done. You don't need to talk to her. He said, fuck that bitch. I said, you know what? Tommy is playing cool with Lakeisha because he just saying stuff that she want to hear. That's all that it is, you know. And of course, what's his name? Ghost is upset at Proctor about the whole Tommy situation. Why you ain't tell me that, you know, he spoke to you? He was like, bitch, why you ain't tell me that he was alive? Okay, that motherfucker popped up and came to my house and all this stuff and told me what I need to do or whatever. This the same dude that killed somebody, a fucking FBI agent or whatever, right in front of me, okay? So what you thought I was going to do? I had to give him the information. And his whole thing is, you know, he paying all this money. He's going to run out of money soon. And he was like, well, Proctor said, you know what you got to do. Bitch, he had to call Simon Stern ass up, you know. And with Simon said, it's so good to be, you know, to be ill or, you know, little Raina's legacy. I said, child, don't do it. He was like, I'll give you the loan at 3% interest. He was like, funny, you said when it first started it was 15%. He was like, you know, white lives matter. And, you know, they try to upcharge, you know, you black folks or you minorities and all this stuff. I said, you know what? Salmon is a key. Salmon is a freaking key. That's basically all that it is with them. At the end of the episode, basically, I just... Let me see something because I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's like 6 minutes in. Dre, when he came into that courtroom and he saw Alicia, girl, he was shook. And then, you know, now that Alicia is gone because they said that they found her body, Sax is up there talking to him saying you free to go, whatever. And he was like, but you're not free to go with your child. Listen, they gonna put you out on the street. They know that you a rat or whatever, and then they can pick you up because you a drug dealer. That immunity agreement and all that stuff, you know, that's out the window. But what you need to do is you need to help me find out who killed Angela Valdez. And he was like, bitch, what the fuck I gotta do with that shit? He was like, you will if you want your, you know, your daughter and all that stuff. And so he was like, I seen Ghost, okay? Ghost was there. And he was like, no, he wasn't. Yes, he was. Ghost was there. So now Dre is still in the shits, okay? And it's just gonna be a mess. At the end of the episode, Ghost calls Tommy and said basically what we need to do is we need to link up and we need to take Jason out ourselves because he is trying to literally play us against each other and get us to pay him money. And he was like, you know what? Fuck you. I ain't finna do that. Because he told him, I'm smarter than you when it comes to certain stuff. And that's what we need to do. We need to link up. Okay? You know, Tommy being stubborn, but Tommy knows exactly what it is that Ghost is saying. That is what Ghost is saying is true. Y'all need to come together, put the boys to the side for a minute, come together, and take this motherfucker out. Okay? And that's basically... It's always, every time it's Tommy versus Ghost, it's always something that happens that brings them together. Not necessarily on a homeboy type of way, but they have to work together to survive. And that's exactly what we're about to see now. But that was Power. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Tell me your predictions. Tell me what you're going to think. And I will see y'all later. Peace.